Okay, here's Baseball Boogie. It's kind of harder to find than the Trail Forks app leads you to believe. So I am here in the Abbott Luke Community Park parking lot. And you actually go down the sidewalk a bit to get to it. Trail Forks makes it look like you go on the trail. I don't know. Maybe it's obvious to some people, but to me it wasn't. Then you ride down the sidewalk a little bit. And I'll also apologize. It is raining a little bit, which is gross. So it doesn't come out great for the footage. So apologize about the water drops. Anyway, so you come out here to this fence and follow the fence a little bit. The snow is really crunchy. And the entrance is down here. This is a fun trail. I'd say it's definitely a blue, a hard blue, I guess is the word for it. So, you know, it's not super steep, but it does get a little technical at times. Hopefully, this video will help you decide if it's for you or not. There are a few confusing turnoffs. I will really try to get them right. I go the wrong way a lot in here. Here's the first turnoff. Stay left. Oh, thank you. Here's a really long, skinny. I'm glad they have this here. Okay, and after the skinny, go straight for a bit. And here's a second fork. Turn left here. This is the part I always miss. I've been trying to find the right route for this trail for quite a while. And finally had somebody show me. Low tree. Whoa. And go left here again. From here on out, the way I remember this is if there's a fork, you go left, but when it dead ends, then you turn right. That's the best way to make sure you stay on Baseball Boogie. And of course, the opposite if you ride it coming the other way. I think they just made it one way for cyclists, though, so. Keep your momentum up on this section. If you stop, it's really hard to get started again. Here's a fork. Let's turn left. again. All right. Okay. Oh boy, look at this. I'm gonna stay in a little bit harder of a gear than you'd think. This is probably the most technical it gets through here. Just keep up your speed in the right gear and it's not too bad. This looks like a dead end. So you turn left here. It goes around the corner. And then you turn right. Stay on Baseball. If you turn the other way, you go down Ulu. Which is fun if you like some things, but I don't really like it. And I always like, once you hit the end of this trail, I like to take Swamp Connector to Speedway. Which Swamp Connectors, I think, might be on Trail Forks. If it is, it's listed as, I don't know what you call them, one of those grayed out trails on Trail Forks. But it's really fun. It's a good way to connect to Speedway, so that's where I'm going. I fit, yep. Okay, stay left. All right, here's a tour of Anchorage Trail. If you go continue straight, this goes to Swamp Connector, which ends up putting you out on Speedway. This part's really fun. Okay, this is, if you turn right, that's just a little connector that takes you back to the Tour of Anchorage Trail. If you go straight, that's Panda Bear, and if you continue left, continues to Swamp Connector to connect to Speedway. And somewhere on the right is Polar Bear, which is also not quite snowed in enough yet. Okay, turn right, here is Polar Bear. Left continues on Swamp Connector. I think Polar Bear's one way, so like where I just pointed that out, that's where Polar Bear ends. Again, stay straight. This is a little freaky. Whew. This is very narrow tunnel. Stay straight again. All right. And this is the swamp next to Speedway and Slowway. Right behind you guys. Think we can fit through? All right. Okay, here we are. If you turn right, you get Slowway. This whole trail is Speedway. So if you turn this way, you go to the north end of Speedway. Go that way, south end of Speedway. If you do a hard right, you go down Slowway.